welcome to The Explainer. Let's jump right into this because we are literally living through what might be the single most dramatic technological shift in a generation. Artificial intelligence is no longer just some futuristic buzzword, right? It's rapidly integrating into the very fabric of our daily work, our routines, and even our decision-making. And as these algorithms get more and more sophisticated, they bring up this really powerful, kind of uncomfortable tension. If machines can do the heavy lifting, the analyzing, the optimizing, where does that leave us? What's our enduring relevance in a world that is just becoming increasingly automated? Which brings us to this central, honestly provocative question. As AI rises, what actually happens to us? Do we just accept becoming passive button pushers for these hyper-intelligent systems? Or is there a different path? A way to not just survive this AI revolution, but to actively thrive alongside it?
So here is our roadmap for today. First, the AI paradox. Second, reclaiming your agency. Third, the human edge. Fourth, the ultimate upgrade. And fifth, why the future is human.
Okay, section 1, the AI paradox. More technology, more humanity. It sounds completely backward at first, but the core paradox of AI is that more technology actually requires more humanity. Leadership and behavioral trainer Monica Roy captures this perfectly. She took a really classic framework, the 7 Habits, and masterfully adapted it for the AI age. By placing cold AI efficiency right next to warm human habits, it becomes super clear. Our real value isn't in trying to outcompute the machine. It's in doubling down on what makes us human.
Section 2, reclaiming your agency, mastering internal management.
Before we even think about navigating the external world of AI tools and massive datasets, we have to secure our own steering wheel. Notice this sort of ping-pong dynamic in these first 3 internal habits. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and put first things first. Basically, for everything the machine does for us, there's something we absolutely must actively do for ourselves to keep our agency. Let's break down habit 1. The real danger of AI is passive consumption. Just letting the algorithm choose your priorities, feed you your next video, or completely dictate your workflow. It's frictionless, sure, but actually, because it's frictionless, it's incredibly dangerous if you leave it unchecked. The human countermove here? Be proactive. You choose your response. You still hold the ultimate power to just pause, step back from the feed, and make a conscious choice. Moving right along to habit 2. AI has an incredible, almost clinical capability to optimize your path. Seriously, if you give an AI a destination, it will crunch 1,000,000 variables in a split second to find the fastest route. But, and this is absolutely vital, only you can define your purpose. The machine cannot tell you why you're going there. It can't assign meaning or moral weight to the destination. Defining the why is strictly, exclusively an inside job.
And that brings us to habit 3, put first things first. Just think about your average workday right now. AI operates at light speed. Emails are auto-generated, notifications are pinging constantly, massive reports get summarized in seconds. The sheer velocity of information is staggering. So I have to ask, what do you rely on when absolutely everything around you feels incredibly urgent?
Well, the crucial point is captured so well in Monica Roy's framework. When everything feels urgent, this habit saves you. Rigorously putting first things first is basically your ultimate safeguard against the overwhelming pace of technology. AI accelerates all the noise, but this habit forces you to filter for the signal. It demands that you anchor yourself to your deepest priorities no matter how fast the digital world is spinning around you.
Section 3, the human edge, interpersonal connection.
Shifting gears from internal mastery to our external relationships, we see exactly where humans hold the absolute advantage over algorithms. Take a look at habit 4, think win-win. An AI negotiates on data. It finds mathematical middle grounds, optimizes margins, analyzes historical trends perfectly. But real partnerships? Humans negotiate on trust. Real alliances require understanding unspoken fears and building genuine mutual respect. Data can inform a deal, for sure, but looking someone in the eye and building trust is what actually gets it signed. Which leads directly into habit 5, seek first to understand. Consider this really powerful realization. No model truly listens. Let the weight of that limitation just sink in for a second. An AI can transcribe your words with flawless accuracy. It can parse your syntax, it can spit out an appropriate text response. But it doesn't hear the hesitation in your voice. It doesn't feel the emotional weight behind your words. It does not truly listen. Because at the end of the day, that is still a human superpower.
genuine listening, deep empathy, the ability to put your own ego aside and truly comprehend another person's lived experience. No algorithm anywhere can replicate that right now. In an era of artificial text, authentic human empathy becomes arguably the single most valuable currency we possess. Arriving at habit 6, synergize. Right now, interacting with AI is a pretty lonely experience. It's just you, alone in a room, typing prompts into a void, hoping for a decent output. It's a highly solitary act. But true synergy? That's the dynamic, unpredictable, totally electric energy of human collaboration. As the framework reminds us, breakthroughs still happen between people, not prompts. Sure, you can prompt an AI to mash up two existing ideas, but the messy, beautiful, completely novel leaps of innovation, those happen when human beings bounce ideas off each other, when we debate, laugh, make mistakes, and build something entirely new together. True synergy absolutely requires a shared human context. Section 4, the ultimate upgrade, self-renewal. So, how do we actually sustain these distinctly human edges over the long haul? That is habit 7, sharpen the saw. This habit is entirely focused on the critical elements of renewal, rest, and growth. It's all about protecting your physical, mental, and emotional well-being so you can actually continue to exercise those previous 6 habits effectively. And this might be the starkest contrast of the whole bunch. AI does not need rest at all. Servers run 24/7. Large language models don't get sleep deprived, they don't experience burnout, and they certainly don't need a weekend offline to recharge. But you do. We aren't routers you can just unplug and plug back in. If we try to compete with a machine's endurance, we're going to break. Our creativity, our empathy, our strategic vision, they are entirely dependent on our intentional ability to step away, rest, and renew. Section 5. The future is herein. All right, let's tie this whole framework together. The AI capability is cold, efficient, and relentless. It chooses priorities, optimizes paths, creates immense urgency, negotiates purely on data, processes without listening, relies on solitary prompts, and never needs to rest. But for every single one of those cold capabilities, there is a warm, essential human habit that masters it. You are proactive. You define the purpose. You put first things first to cut through the urgency. You negotiate on trust. You use your superpower to truly understand others. You synergize with people to create real breakthroughs. And you honor your need for renewal by sharpening the saw. The machine provides the processing power, but you provide the direction and the soul. Which leaves us with this final thought. The tools are here, and they're only getting smarter. AI is ready to optimize your path right now. The real question is, are you ready to define your purpose? Cultivating these 7 habits is no longer just good practice. It's practically the ultimate survival guide for the future. Don't just survive the AI era. Lead it. Thanks for joining this explainer, and never stop sharpening your human edge.